Morning, guys. It is Wednesday, and today is a pretty big day. I just pulled up to the house right now. Um, I had made a couple videos not too long ago, and unfortunately, I had to delete them for space on my phone. I wasn't able to upload them, but I will be glad to discuss what those uploads were about. One of the big things that happened within the past couple weeks or last week, is we got our inspections all taken care of. So we had to get an inspection for all of our roughs, framing, electrical, plumbing, HVAC, and then at the end of that, or we also got a roof looked at, and we also got the windows approved. So everything's pretty much dialed off. Uh, that was last Friday, and then on Friday they came in. They said everything was good. You're ready for installation. So we kicked butt. Jaime is the one who kicked butt. I have to give him props for it because he did 97% of all the work in there. And it looks amazing. It looks great. So the past week, what we did is Monday, I got the inspection all taken care of. Or excuse me, we got the installation all buttoned up and stapled up. You'll see what I'm talking about. Excuse me. There was a bunch of stuff that needed to be done, little details that I needed to take care of before we could get to the process of for the installation inspection as well. So a couple boxes need to be taped, really, really simple stuff, but time consuming. So during the process of me taking care of all the little detail stuff, Jaime went ahead and did the installation. So as you remember before, I had talked about, we put these chutes. After doing the math and knowing how high of insulation, how thick the insulation has to be there, we realized that one run of these wasn't going to be enough. So it's got two runs, 4 foot. So we 8 foot of the vent chutes. So we notice how much it goes in. So insulation from right about this beam, right in here, from here to the ceiling is approximately how high that insulation needs to be up there. Fluffy, not packed. So that's one of the things that he took care of during the week, or this past few days while we were getting things buttoned up for the drywall delivery. Now, the drywall was also a really big deal. By the time we got done here, or got our permission to go ahead, okay, so the inspection thing is a really big deal. Now that we have all of our inspections taken care of, including the installation, thanks to Jaime and the great job he did. As you can see, all this is all one giant blanket. It's all sealed and stapled on each stud. What this does is it helps with as a vapor barrier or a wind barrier, both of them. So that way it helps protect the house from not getting too much moisture in the wall, and also not to help with the wind a little bit. So once we put the drywall onto that, then it'll be all squared away. We should be very good. Turn the heat up a little bit. It is still chilly in here. So the drywall epidemic. After we got permission, I called my drywall guy, and he said he's sorry, but he couldn't get to us for a month. That's a long time. That's not going to work for us because we are really, it's time to get it going already. It's starting to get warm out already. So I called another friend of ours, and he also has problems. He fell off with the roof and he hurt his leg. So he's could help us out, but it's going to be just as expensive. So I started looking around for drywall. Drywall, turns out I can call the company that they were going to call. Here's the other thing. Let me back up just a few steps. When I called the other guy, he told me that there would be an additional charge because the cost of drywall went up. So I was like, oh, okay. So I went to go look for the drywall myself, and it did go up a little bit in price. Not too bad if you go to Home Depot or Menards. It's only like $3 or $4 a sheet, which is a lot because that's how much it was when I first started doing this. One sheet was $3 or $4. Now it's up to 12. It used to be 8 a few months back. I don't know what happened there. But I called the companies that do the delivery for these services, and they wanted to charge me an outrageous amount of money. That was for the drywall and then the delivery. So I started calling around. I asked Stephanie, my sister, my younger sister, she works at Home Depot. We called them to see if we can have a delivery done. And it was able to be done. I talked to a few people. They reassured me. I ended up going to the Menards, and I talked to them, and they were able to provide the same service where they're going to come and they're going to actually drop all the drywall off today in the driveway. Good and bad. Good, it's all going to be here. Bad, somebody has to bring that crap in here. I cannot leave it out in the driveway. So we got to bring all the drywall inside the house. That part sucks. I don't know when it's going to come. That part sucks. So what we're going to do is we're just going to try to get at it. I called a few of my buddies to see if they can come help. I got one guy who said he'll come. Just call when it's on its way. So that helps out. And of course, Simon, who's been here from almost the beginning, or basically from the beginning, is also going to give us a hand moving this stuff in. I think he's pretty much dedicated. He wants to see this thing done already. He wants to see what the outcome is going to be, just like everybody else. So that's a good thing. So as of right now, I just got here a little bit earlier. I'm going to move some stuff around. As you can see, most of the house is empty. My goal is to have a bunch of drywall up against this wall, drywall on that wall, drywall on that wall, drywall in the hallway, stack on this wall. I mean, it's a lot. As you can see, I wrote on the 2x4 sheets going here. I need 4 10-footers and 5 8-footers for just this hallway section. So, I mean, I got it up, planned out. Here it's M1, 1 moisture, 6 8-footers for the bathroom, and so on and so forth. So we got it pretty laid out. I'm pretty stoked about this whole ordeal now that we can finally get some drywall in here and actually heat this place, because the cold has been our enemy for a little bit, so we'll get by on that as it goes. So big shout out to Jaime May for taking care of the insulation for us, so that you see a better view of how far those chutes go all the way up. So what this does is this prevents any wind from outside coming in, but this prevents wind from coming in, so that way it can help that very top ridge that we talked about before for the escape of the air in the attic. This will help with moisture, and it also help keep the house warm. So super stoked. The inspectors had nothing but great things to say. He even said that the drywall, that he usually fails companies for doing these projects, and he's like, I have nothing here to complain about. He's like, everything looks good. I mean, yeah, foam insulation on all the windows, even these little cracks right here, like these, they were all stuffed with insulation, are all filled in with foam. The corners are all filled in with foam. It's pretty sealed, and I'm pretty content about it. So I'm gonna get back at it here. I'm gonna clean up a little bit and just wait and pray here. Hope for the best to come out. We're talking about 100 sheets of drywall. That's quite a bit. 40 sheets at 10 feet, and then the rest of them all at 8-footers. It's gonna be a long day today. So, ni modo. We'll see what it is. What it is what it is. So, shout out Luca. Happy birthday. I know we'll be seeing you soon for your birthday dinner. Hopefully I can be there for the festivities and not here working and loading the house up still. So we'll see what happens. Love you guys. Peace. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.